Hi guys, and welcome to this second episode of the tutorials about PHPmyAdmin, PHPscripting and MySQL databases. In the last tutorial we inserted some values into our table and we created this table as well. So in this tutorial I'm planning to start the PHP scripting and order some results from our table that we have here at PHPmyAdmin. So yeah, and for now I recommend you to have some kind of scripting program. I prefer Dreamweaver that I have right here. I prefer Dreamweaver because you can connect to your domain as well. But there's many other free software out there like Programmer's Notepad and other stuff. So Google it if you don't want to spend your money on this. But we are starting to we will create a new PHP file, a new document, and PHP. So this is what a blank PHP file looks like. But we will erase everything and start from scratch. So what we need in a PHP script is an opening tag, a closing tag. Within this is the PHP script that the browser will use. So the first thing we're gonna do is connect to your database, and I'll put up some parameters and some values within here. So just follow my steps and we will make this work. So and we're gonna use one sign that's very useful. It's the dollar sign. A dollar sign is used as like something that you put in like this, and we put hello is hello, and we set this to a value. Hello is friend. Now this hello dollar sign keeps the value friend. So every time you print out hello, it says friend. It's very useful. So yeah, we're gonna connect to our database now, and we're gonna use one called our host. A host is, and our username is, and our password as well. Sorry, our password is, and our DB name, database name, and our table name. Our short is tbl name. And so we're gonna put values to this, and we're gonna use those one that we had at our table. So this is our host. This is the host we're gonna use to connect to this database. We copy this, and we're going to Dreamweaver again, and we're gonna put this into the host. So now we have the same here at host. And username, we used PHP online tutorial. PHP tutorial. Yeah. And our password was I had to check. I'm sorry, I so bad memory. User tutorial was our username. Damn. The password was tutorial2, right? The database name is PHP_tutorial. And the table name was called tutorial. PHP tutorial and tutorial. And now I think we're good. Let's go take a look. PHP tutorial and tutorial. So now we're good to go. And we're gonna connect to the database through some PHP methods. So this method to connect to the database is called MySQL_connect, and within 2 parameters as a method. And within this method we're gonna use 3 values. And the first value is the host. We had this one here. You can either write this one, but I put this as host. So every time I print this, this will come out. So at first there, connect host. And we have another one, and this will be our username. Oh, sorry. Just a thing, you can, every time you use quotes, you can use these kinds of quotes, double quotes or single quotes, like this. It's the same thing, it's just you can use 2 of them to not, so you can switch between them if you want to use 2 quotes in one method. And password. Password. There we go. Now we will be connected to our database. We can make, like, if it doesn't work, we can make or die. The die method will shut down the entire script and just print out some error codes. So we can use like this, or die. We can print out we could not connect. We could not connect, right? And now when we have connected to our database, we will select a we're connected to our host. We want to select a database, and with this we use a method called MySQL_select database, and within 2 parameters we're gonna use the value database. So database name, and I will select this database, and we can do this as well, or die. Go and die. Go ahead and die if this doesn't work. So or die, and it's gonna print out just error. So now we're good to go. And now we have connected to our host, we have selected a database, and now I want to order results. Now we're going to use some methods within the MySQL server. So just follow me, and I promise you it will work. So we're going to make $1 and call this SQL. And this will be equal to, and now we use the same codes as the PHPmyAdmin use to select data from the table. So we open up here. Now we're gonna use select everything. You can use, if you like, select ID, select email, or select name. But we can select everything from the table name, and the table name we had in table name. So now select everything. We select everything from this here, and we are gonna make another line to order some result. Result is equal to, and that was a method in PHP MySQL underscore query. MySQL underline query, and this is a method with 2 parameters, and within here we will use the SQL. We're gonna use this to order result, and we use this one for some easier way, SQL. So, and when we had the result, we are gonna order some rows. The rows, this is a row, and this is a row, and we want to order these one by one. So we're gonna order rows. Rows is MySQL fetch array. And within here we're gonna use the result. We're gonna use the MySQL query and use this. So this is like a app building methods. So results. So now we're pretty much done soon. So we have our database connection here, and we connect to database here. We select our database here. Sorry, we connect to our host here. Select the database here. Order the tables here, and within here we fix the rows. So when we want to see what's within this table, we're gonna go without. We're gonna go from the PHP script, and we're gonna use what the user will see when he opens the web page. So within here, we will create a table. So within the Dreamweaver, we go to Common, Table, and you remember we had 3 rows, one for ID, email, and one for your name. And we're gonna have 2 columns. I'm gonna show later. If you don't have Dreamweaver, you can write it by hand, but it's more complicated and it's very boring. Oh, sorry, now I did wrong. We're gonna erase that one, and we're gonna have 2 and 3. So think yourself that in here we will get. I'm gonna print out ID and name, email within here. And now we're gonna create something that will give us 1 row in this table for every value in the database. So now we will create a while loop. I'm just gonna check so I don't do anything wrong with you guys. Yeah. So we're gonna create a while loop. A while is something that it says while. Sorry, you have to do it in PHP. Opening tag, closing tag. Within here, a while loop is something that we use this, and within these values in this method, every time this value has something more to give, it gives it, but when the while is over, it stops. So while, and just stick with me, while rows is MySQL fetch array of results. result. And I now came up with one thing that I did wrong. We will not use the rows up here. This is for another thing, but we'll erase this because we're going to use it in the while loop. Are you with me? Great. So within this while loop, we're going to have two brackets, an open bracket and a closing bracket. And the opening bracket will be before this one here, and the closing bracket will be right after. So an opening up there and a closing down here. So now we have a while loop here. Within these is gonna be over and over and over again until the values is over. So now we will use this method, rows method. So within this is one here and this is the same here. So within this one we're gonna say, this is a PHP script, echo. Echo is something, it prints what's within the value. So it, if you don't say echo, it won't print anything. So now we will echo rows and use these kinds of brackets. It's no parameters, it's not brackets, it's a square bracket. And within here we're gonna enter any of these rows within our database. So if we order name, it will print every name within here. So for this one we're gonna use ID, and we're gonna do the same in the other one. And here we're gonna use name. And within here we're gonna use email. So now we have our table set up, and we're pretty much good to check if it works. I'm really excited about it, so let's try. When we're gonna save this, we're gonna go to File, Save As, and every time you use a PHP script, you have to save it as a .php. It's automatically, but if you save it an HTML document, it won't work. So I'll save this at my blog. So yeah, we're gonna call these tutorial.php. So we save this, and I'm gonna upload it to my server. And this is what is very good with Dreamweaver, because you can connect to your domain and you can upload files dynamically without any damn shit with using your browser and stuff. That's why I like Dreamweaver. So we're gonna go to my blog. So and we call this tutorial.php. And you see here our ID, this comes up, and the name, this comes up, and email, this comes up. If we enter any other value into our database, we can do it just for fun to check what happens. We're gonna insert hello world. So there we go. Now we add another value into our database, and we're gonna update. There we go. Automatically updated ID, and automatically everything. So we're just gonna make this more pretty. We can do like this. Properties, and we can make this so we can center everything. And we can make some table. We're gonna use one border as well. And we're gonna upload it and check what's up. So a little bit more pretty. Everything is counting up. Yeah, and it works really good. So next time we will enter a scripting where we will enter values from a form to enter these values to our database, and then we will order some results from that one as well. So